The ongoing Lagos State Ministerial press briefing highlights the achievements recorded under the Babajide Sanwo-Olu's led administration. And Commissioners of Health, Education, Transportation, and others are some of the ministries that have briefed the press so far on their achievements. Also, the Lagos State Ministry of Transportation has unveiled Eco Move Lagos 2025. It's a week-long campaign geared towards promoting sustainable and efficient transportation in the state. I'm Ivy Kano. The state has begun its annual ministerial press briefing.
I'm sure some more are ready to be.
It's not only a time to keep Lagosians abreast on how the ministries, agencies, and departments are doing, but also get feedback. Commissioner for Information described Ministry of Transportation as the compass on which Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu's government runs.
I remember on May 29 last year when so many people were involved in revelries and parties. We went all the way across the water to go and launch our ferries, 15 of them. I'm sure some more are ready to be commissioned this year. But we want to talk about all the achievements on BRT, the buses.
Commissioner for Transportation said 3,941 parking slots were created, 669 parking signages, and over 470,000 traffic violations detected with the automatic number plate recognition cameras.
We're going to be using a lot of innovation and technology in order to harness technology to improve parking management, providing easy access to parking information and payment options. The following innovations were introduced: the e-permits for streamlined off-street parking access, verification via QR codes, electronic signages to announce parking availability, e-enforcement through automatic number plate technology, LastPass parking agent app, whistleblower app for user-friendly parking management, then USSD payment options that takes away the issue of there's no internet to make my payment.
A whole lot of traffic lights and the speed limits that will catch you if you are running against traffic all over Lagos. Because that is it. You all travel out, you see these things outside. And we have only 3 and people are complaining. By the time Mr. Telebu deploys 1,000 in 1 month, what will happen? They are doing what is called a BRI, Bus Reform Initiative. The idea is that we understand that there's we have a gap in the last mile, first mile buses that we have. However, if you look at those last mile, first mile buses, they are just like the Korokbes that we have. And we understand that the Korokbes are more, they are the informal sector. So what we are trying to do with the BRI is to bring those Korokbes, let them form organizations, cooperatives. We check them that they are good, they are standardized, and then we put them to join the shortfall that we have in the last mile, first mile bus.
For the EHSQ index that leads to environmental sustainability, we make sure that all our engines, according to a high-level standard, all the engines that carried the power lag bearing boats, they are certified internationally.
The event marked the second anniversary of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu's second term in office, showcasing major strides in the transport sector.
If you reach Lagos, better life for Lagos, better hope for Lagos, so better day for Lagos, yeah. Reach Lagos, better life for Lagos, better hope for Lagos, better day for Lagos, yeah. Better Lagos, oh you, you want to sweet Lagos, oh you, you want to better Lagos, oh you, you want to sweet Lagos, oh you, yeah. It's
It's the second day of the Lagos State Ministerial press briefing, and the Ministry of Health is taking the center stage to present its scorecard. From plans for new and improved hospital infrastructure to reducing maternal mortality, the Commissioner covered them all.
The health sector strategy and governance, we work very hard on developing robust strategies, and we then roll out these strategies through all the agencies and the directorates that I have just referred to. And one of our very important functions is to provide oversight and lead the sector. The sector not necessarily being confined to the public sector. The sector cuts across both public and private sectors. So let me talk about the very big general hospitals that are coming up. Both Massey, Ojo and Ketu Ejiri are almost neck and neck at about 65 to 70% complete. So we're looking at about 12 months to commissioning for those three hospitals. The new Lagos State Comprehensive Cancer and Diagnostic Center, it is situated on 1,500 square meters. We are about to do the groundbreaking. It is located right here in Alausa.
He said that for a state that is forward-thinking, measures have also been put in place to tackle brain drain.
I think we've turned the corner. We're beginning to see a reduced number of our healthcare professionals wanting to leave Lagos because the environment is getting better for them to practice in. We're building medical professional staffing quarters in all our new projects, and we're even going back into our old facilities to construct accommodation for our health professionals. We've also completed the refurbishment of the House Officers' Quarters at Lasut, and one is ongoing at Lagos Island General Hospital.
Those who are interested who want to come back, because they've discussed with Commissioner and myself on the things that actually stop them from coming back to the country, they really do want to come back, and it's not everybody that wants to leave. And even those who are leaving now realizing that it's actually difficult in all those countries now, especially in America, where you really have to be careful, otherwise you'll be sent back. So what happens is, what we're looking at is how do we also encourage people to come back? How do we make the environment conducive for people to even want to stay? And that's what we work on basically every day.
If you reach Lagos, better life for Lagos, better hope for Lagos, so better day for Lagos, yeah. Reach Lagos, better life for Lagos, better hope for Lagos, better day for Lagos, yeah. Better Lagos, oh you want to sweet Lagos, oh you want to better Lagos, oh you want to sweet Lagos, oh you.
It is another ministerial briefing for the Ministry of Environment and Water Resources, and the Commissioner, Tokunbo Wahab, highlighted the achievements recorded so far and other areas needing attention.
We need to get our people to behave properly. That is the key part of it. Citizens must be responsible.
Waste management, which has remained a major challenge for the megacity, received significant attention with a plan to transform waste into clean energy.
Last May, Initial and witnessed the signing of an MOU with a Dutch firm for the construction of a high-efficiency 60 to 80 megawatt waste-to-energy plant on the Epe landfill. The innovative waste management solution is expected to take some 40,000 homes off the national electricity grid, as the technology will enhance energy security and diversification.
Now, developmentally, those high tension wires are meant to be right of ways too for drainage alignments. That is what is done. But people, out of mischief, have chosen over the years to build under such. We shall continue to remove those structures and contraventions. It's not because of the danger to their lives. It's not about that alone. It's about public safety too.
The Commissioner said the ministry has constructed public toilets at strategic locations across the state to promote proper sanitation and hygiene while intensifying enforcement against environmental offenders.
The state, in recognition of the need to address open defecation, is constructing modern public toilets in markets, transport hubs, and informal settlement, just as the construction of additional 150 new public toilets is ongoing alongside an additional 250 toilets being executed through public-private partnership. And now what we've done differently is, once we arrest you, we prosecute you, you do community service, we embarrass you with media, and we're not going to stop. We're not going to stop. We're not going to stop. It's not enough to say, this place is smelling. What are you doing to contribute to that smell? At the last count, over 700 persons were arrested for highway crossing, which endangered their lives. A total of 3,786 street traders, environmental polluters, and cart pushers were arrested and prosecuted. You need to discourage people from the use of nylons. And the easiest way to discourage all over the world is place a price on it. Once you place a price on it, you come to a store today and you are asked to pay even 50 kobo for a nylon. There are two things that will either happen. Either I say, I can't pay, or I will pay. But when you get home, you won't dispose that nylon. You come back to the supermarket with it. That is the motive. And it's all over the world. They will ask you, do you want to buy the nylon or you have your pack here? So it's the choice you make. So for us, the reason is not financial. The reason is to discourage people from that use of nylons as we are transitioning to ban single-use plastics.
He added that the government is working towards providing residents with access to safe drinking water by 2027, following the revival of the Adiyon Water Project, a move aimed at ending years of water scarcity in many communities across Lagos.
As a follow-up to the ministry's press briefing, TESCOM will train its first batch of 5,000 teachers out of its 18,438 educators in the state.
Over the past year, our ministry has worked tirelessly to implement bold reforms, invest in state-of-the-art infrastructure, enhance digital training for students in our tertiary institutions and graduates across the state, and equally foster innovative partnerships with our critical stakeholders. These efforts have transformed the state education, learning, and the lives of thousands of students and educators. From our groundbreaking programs and infrastructure to establishing world-class institutions, our ministry's unwavering commitment to excellence has yielded impressive results, positioning our state as a beacon of hope and model for others to follow. To deliver on our mandates in the Team Plus agenda, the Ministry of Tertiary Education has been repositioned for optimum effectiveness and efficiency to achieve the current administration's initiatives. For this reason, the ministry has undergone a comprehensive transformation. This involves reinvigorating, resetting, and recalibrating the ministry structure, expanding from 3 to 6 core technical departments, and adding new units to facilitate streamlined administration.
We have reawakened the functionality of the Subject Teachers Association to meet regularly to review student performance and come up with more practical-oriented pedagogy that will enhance the teaching learning outcome. We have started the implementation of Read, Learn, and Discover initiatives that promote interactive learning, such as incorporating hands-on activities, experiments, projects. This is aimed at encouraging students to learn by doing, revive sports through physical and net education programs that promote physical fitness, teamwork, and mental discipline.
Furthermore, in an innovative move to foster cross-pollination of best practices, TESCOM is designing an exchange program between teachers and public-private post-primary schools, a unique initiative to synchronize teaching methodologies and create a more cohesive and effective secondary education landscape across Lagos. TESCOM is set to distribute 1,000 essential devices to teachers across the education districts, while expressing delight that this forward-thinking initiative of TESCOM aligned with the basic and secondary education ministry's focus on teacher empowerment and innovation.
We have done a lot in the area of office equipment and furniture for administrative building complex of Lagos State University of Education. The registration of 62 private tertiary institutions in the state. Review of private education/institutional law. Harmonization of disparities in the salary structure of the state-owned universities. Implementation of federal government-approved 25-35 salary increment in the state-owned tertiary institutions. The ministry successfully processed 142 applications for evaluation, authentication, proficiency in English, attestation recommendations, and eligibility.
The ongoing ministerial press briefing highlights the success achieved by the ministry under the current administration of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu.
If you reach Lagos, better life for Lagos, better hope for Lagos, so better day for Lagos, yeah. Reach Lagos, better life for Lagos, better hope for Lagos, better day for Lagos, yeah. Better Lagos, you want to speak Lagos, you want to better Lagos, you want to speak Lagos,
The Lagos State government has launched Eco Move Lagos 2025. It's actually a week-long campaign. The Lagos State government has officially launched Eco Move Lagos 2025, a week-long campaign aimed at promoting sustainable, efficient, and eco-friendly transportation across the state. themed Eco Move, connecting communities, reducing emission, the role of public transportation in achieving sustainable goals. The campaign is a key part of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu's team's agenda. Eco Move 2025 is designed to support better traffic management, encourage eco-conscious mobility, and promote seamless multimodal transport systems covering road, rail, air, and waterways. The goal is also to enhance movement across Lagos, stimulate economic growth, and improve residents' overall quality of life. Officials from the Ministry of Transportation speak on the program.
As a government, we prioritize the healthy living of the people, most especially the Lagosians, and that's the reason why we came up with this initiative, and we try to throw more light on how people should support what the government is doing in terms of eco-friendly environment. The impact of this program in Lagos State is that it will reduce vehicle emission, as you know, and we are also supporting what the federal government is doing concerning the CNG. You know, we are trying to promote the CNG, use of CNG vehicle, and the electric vehicle, so that we can have low emission in our state.
They called on Lagosians to join the movement towards a cleaner, more efficient, and connected Lagos.
Lagos State is a cosmopolitan environment or society, and the Lagos vision is to make it one of the first economy in Africa. And in doing this, we need to consider our health, we need to consider our resources, and this program is just towards achieving that by making sure that there is low carbon emission, and by making sure that people take advantage of federal and state government initiative on CNG powered vehicles, making sure that we take advantage of electric vehicles. This initiative will also add value to our people by making sure that many of our young people have access to direct site training, you know, in fixing, managing, and developing technologies that will help this eco-friendly initiative move further.
The program will climax with an award ceremony. The governor and deputy governor are expected to be there. And with that, we've come to the end of today's show. Keep a date with us, same time next week. I'm Ivy Kano.